Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to SRC Ladder 3 Week 2. Thank you for bearing with me as we're getting a little bit of a late start to the stream tonight, but we're here. Fantastic. I am. Some of you probably already know me. My name is Max. I'll be one of the commentators. I'll be streaming tonight, and I'm joined today in the box by Pingu once again.
How's it going?
Alright, hello. So, we got an exciting lineup for tonight. Looks like we're going to have 3 divisions. We're going to be starting off with Division 9, coming up in just 1 second. Followed by Division 4 at 9:30, and then Division 10 at 10:30 p.m. So we've got a packed lineup, 3 divisions just like yesterday, and it's going to be real exciting.
It sure is.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a minute to just get everything started here, get all the players in here, but in the meantime, I might as well pull up the match schedule for tonight. Alright, so we have 4 players here tonight from... Hold on. Yep. We got 4 players here tonight from this division in our match schedule. So, introducing our players for tonight, we got Gabriel, 5032, and Cheese, 587. They're both going to be starting on our Red Alliance here on the SRC Ladder field. And then starting off on the Blue Alliance, we got Captain Slow and we got Nicholas L.
And it did actually look like Nicholas L wasn't using his normal tank drive.
Nicholas L, without tank drive, what does the world come to, man? Times are changing.
I do not know. He had also switched to the Bulldogs, which I wasn't sure if he was using last week.
Interesting. Very interesting.
We'll have to see if this comes with any strategy changes from Nicholas L.
Absolutely. I mean, switching over to the Bulldogs with tank drive, I guess, makes sense. Since the climb goes up sideways, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Our our normal tank drive god over here, Nicholas L, is a real legend here in SRC. So without his tank drive, we'll have to see what he does this week. As we'll pop back down to the field here.
Let me see if I can fix my mic real quick.
Yep. I also turned you down a little bit, so that should help. But we'll have to see. All right now we are waiting on Gabriel, it looks like. I'm just going to have to follow up here. Alright, I just saw a new follower. I couldn't quite catch that. My apologies. Gaming Domination 132. Thank you for the follow. Just saw that. Awesome.
I hope this mic sounds better for people.
As well as, who's that? CT Cooler and Trevor W 1102. Bunch of new followers. Alright, fantastic. Nice to have a lot of new faces here. Okay. We are just waiting on one more person to get down to the field. So please stick around for that. Pingu, do you want to give a little bit of your preview for this division, what you expect to see?
Well, let's see. So we had a wonderful performance from Cheese last week in Division 10. Almost was pretty close to possibly going undefeated. So hoping to see a lot come from him. Nicholas L will be interesting seeing without his normal tank drive. Gabriel, I've actually have not seen any of their matches before, so I'm interested to see how their play style goes. The Captain Slow, I'm also not too sure. I don't remember how his matches were.
Yep. Yeah, Captain Slow. Let's see.
I believe he was Division 8
Oh,
before and got promoted. Is that correct?
James St. Clair, thank you for the prime. It looks like Captain Slow was in this division last week, I believe.
Okay, that actually does sound
Yes,
right.
yeah, Captain Slow was in this division last week.
Okay.
Went 5-4.
Okay, so he had a pretty solid performance last week.
Yep.
We'll see how that plays out with these
For
newcomers to the division.
For sure. Well, awesome. It looks like right now we have all 4 robots on the field. Again, my apologies for running a little bit late here. I'm hoping that doesn't impact on the future divisions later in the night. So as soon as I see movement from all 4 bots, which I do now, I think I'm going to get this match underway. So
I
Gabriel and
think we're
Cheese on the
ready.
red, Captain Slow and Nicholas L on the blue. Let's get it started. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Division 9.
The scoreboard's a bit off.
Oh, jeez. All right. There you go.
So we got some pretty solid shot. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Yep, score was fixed. There we go.
So
All right.
we're even coming out of autonomous at 24-24 with both teams getting some more shots off. No,
Yep, here we go. Yeah, red just getting to
Nicholas
their
L
first
getting some
cycles a lot
defense.
earlier. A bit
Nicholas
ahead.
L, those bulldog robots can play some pretty mean defense.
Absolutely.
Gabriel was able to evade it though and get some shots off.
Yep. A lot of shots
Nicholas
going up
L,
from both. 2-ball
a lot of
cycles
the
right
blue,
now.
yeah, a lot of the blue cargo as well on the Red Alliance side of the field.
Yep. Gabriel looks to be defending that cargo right now from Captain Slow and the FRC shooter, as they're now stuck together on the bottom side of the field. And it looks like Gabriel's going
Gabriel
to
with the reset.
reset out of that one. Interesting.
Yeah, it looked like he wasn't able to move there. So
There you go. Looks like a 3-ball cycle about to go up from Cheese. There we go. Accurate shots. 2 from Captain
hopefully
Slow
go
as
in.
well. Oh, 3
Nicholas L
bounce
puts 2 up,
outs.
goes in. Cheese missed a couple.
Yep. Red now up by a lot right now, 82-60. Let's see.
Nice little bump by Captain Slow causes Cheese to miss one of their shots.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Slow with 2 more of his own going up.
Yeah. So far,
just very interesting.
Mhm.
It's very interesting seeing Nicholas L without his normal tank drive.
Yeah, it's a strange
A lot
sight
more
for
of a
sure.
different type of play style that we're seeing. Oh, and Captain Slow with a possession foul.
Yep, and do remember, if you're new here, you cannot hold 3 or more balls for 3 or more seconds, or else you will get 4-point fouls, and those can add up quite quickly.
And that's a 4-point foul per extra ball. So
Yep.
See Nicholas L going for a climb. Both Red Alliances going for a climb.
Captain Slow might be going for a really late climb here with 4 seconds left. Not sure if...
It's up on the mid.
Oh, yep. It's the mid. Looks like a bit of rough climbs for the red. One just on the ground, and Cheese just on the ground, then Gabriel up on the high.
Red Alliance does look like they're able to outscore them pretty well, though. Oh.
Yep. All right, let's head over to the match results.
So this one will go to the Red Alliance for 134-103. Tied coming out of auto, but Red Alliance seem to have quite a big with the upper hand going into Teliop with 14 more cargo scored during then.
Absolutely, and Cheese putting up a lot of points there, 76 points, compared to the 54, 52, and 51 scored by the other players in that match. I should start getting predictions going. I know y'all like predictions to happen. I mean, so do I.
Yeah, and it looks like they're also tied coming out endgame, so I think Cheese might have actually had to climb and fell off after the end of the buzzer, so
Yeah, that was a close one, but yep, 16 points for the red. Yeah, that would mean a high and a mid there with Cheese falling off just after the buzzer. We're gonna wait for the teams. It looks like no position swapping here, but possibly some robot swaps. We'll have to see in just a second as we head back down to the field, which we will do right now. Let's get down here. We're about to get match 2 started. We're gonna have the same alliances here, but we see a position swap we see a robot swap from Nicholas L from the Bulldogs robot over to the FRC Shooter robot.
still not using this normal tank drive though.
Yeah, interesting. Possibly just trying to get a better competitive advantage from that Mechanum drive.
Mm-hmm. I always wondered, is it called Mechanum or Mechanum?
Well, chat,
Like, what's
you
the?
could say what you think. I think it is Mechanum.
I don't know why, but my whole team calls it Mechanum or Mechanum. I mean,
Yeah, I've heard a lot of Mechanum. But
honestly, it's just kind of a preference, like data or data.
yeah,
It's just kind of one of those random
put
things.
a 1 in the chat if you think it's Mechanum. Put a 2 in the chat if you think it's Mechanum. Let's see the votes.
They're just spelling out
They're just
Mechanum now.
spelling out Mechanum. Oh. All right.
Pretty even.
Yeah, well, I'll have to tally that up after the match.
Looks like Mechanum took the lead there.
Yep. Well, it's good.
If
It's
you're
good.
adding yours as well.
Yeah.
Looks like we are ready to start the match, though.
Hold on.
Possibly.
Yep. Hold on. Give me just a second.
Mm-hmm. I'll just sit here and keep eating my brownie.
Yep. Go for it. There we go. I'm just updating the sheet. So sorry about that. Taking care of a lot of stuff, but we're ready to go for match number 2, and let's get it underway.
Three, two, one.
And here we go with Otto.
All right, robot's moving out, getting those shots off. Accurate for all except one red bounce out. Let's see if that ends up costing him an auto. But it looks like it's going to be a slight blue lead out of auto. As the robots move to get their first cycles. These first couple cycles out of auto are crucial because it can really swing the momentum of a match very quickly.
Yeah, you see Cheese trying to get a lot of shots out of there. Those last 3 did miss, though.
Oh, possession foul there for Captain Slow on the Blue Alliance. But a lot of good shots going up for both.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slight red
Captain
lead right
Slow
now.
trying to play some defense on Cheese up on the Blue Line side.
Interesting. Like that play. Cheese put up a lot of points in the last match. Oh, but now misses 3
Oh,
in
but
a
all 3 of
row.
those missed. Gabriel trying to get on the protection zone. Captain Slow with a possession foul.
It's gotta avoid those possession fouls. Those really start generating a lot of points for the other alliance very quickly.
Red Alliance puts 5 cargo up in the high goal. 3 from Cheese, 2 from Gabriel.
That was a big lead, nearly 20 points right now, as we're almost under a minute to go. Got a lot of bumping over on the red hanger side of the field, as now robots move to put in their shots. It looks like a couple misses from Gabriel on the Red Alliance. It's unfortunate. As
Nicholas L getting some nice shots up. Geez, two of them bounce out.
lots of bounce outs this match. Looks like it might be
Gabriel
a
trying to get a
little
little bit of
less.
defense for a second there.
Hmm.
Cheese puts up a couple shots.
Yep.
A lot of cargo just flying into the upper hub right now. 20 seconds left in the match. We see Nicholas L going for a climb.
Yep. Here goes the climbs. We're in the last 10 seconds.
Nicholas L
Nicholas
tries
L
to go for the instant high,
and
misses.
misses the instant high bar. That
And
is
Gabriel
unfortunate.
a free traversal climb with Captain Slow hitting Gabriel
Oh,
in the Red Alliance hangar. And
yeah,
that'll be the end of the match.
those free traversals are awarded for any touch inside the opponent hangar zone within the last 30 seconds, and those cost a lot. It's a free traversal climb. So let's head over to the
Yeah.
results to see how that affected this match.
Looks like it'll be over 50-point lead for the Red Alliance coming out of that match. Blue Alliance actually had the lead coming out of auto, but tally up in endgame just kind of fell off for them.
Yeah, it's just a massive amount of scoring until up there from both members of the alliance. Cheese getting 68 and Gabriel getting 69 there. Just a lot of cargo going up in that upper hub.
Yeah, 12 penalty points awarded to the Red Alliance throughout that match as well.
Yeah, those penalty points are big. Those possession fouls, especially, just something that these players need to get used to a little bit more. As we're now joined, as you can see in the casting box right now, but I'm pretty sure he won't be on commentary by Brennan, who's going to be reffing tonight. Welcome, welcome. As we can head back down to the field to get this third match of the same robots, third match of the series underway.
Make sure you get your predictions in chat as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for the reminder there. Throw in your power cells. Massive prediction for red there. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Cerebral Apollo with 1,000 power cells.
Oh, Nicholas L now changing robots for another time. Switched it to the mini drone.
Wow, trying out every single bot in the first three matches of this division.
You gotta wonder what his alliance partner Captain Slow's thoughts are on that.
Yeah, I mean, if anything can get a strategic advantage, I think it's worth doing. So we'll have to see if that pays off. I've had a lot of success with the mini drone in different alliances or different divisions so far. So it's exciting to see him pull it out.
You don't get robot switches in between matches too often, so we'll have to see how this affects the alliance again.
For sure. As we are about to get this match underway in just a second, I'm going to wait for these predictions to finish. And right now they look overwhelmingly in the favor of the Red Alliance. 97% of the power cells are voted towards that Red Alliance. As let's get this match number 3 started. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
And here we go, match number 3 underway into autonomous period.
All right, red putting up the shots first. All of those shots accurate so far. As two
Blue
more
also
go
getting
for
some
red.
good shots up.
Oh, but blue a little bit late on their last shots, and they're going to be 4 points behind out of auto. First cycles coming in from Cheese and from Gabriel, as well as Nicholas L. All the robots moving to collect these cargo as fast as possible and score them in the upper hub, that 2-point hub in the center of the field. There's one miss for blue is going to put them further behind, as red has taken a nearly 20-point lead. with a lot of time left in this match. Need to see if blue is going to start to come back in this match.
Yeah. Looks like Captain Slow is trying to get a little bit of defense there on Cheese, but mostly unsuccessful. Cheese, though, gets a possession foul.
Yep. One possession foul is worth as much as a 2-ball cycle. So if you get a 2-ball cycle and a foul, then you've just wasted your own time, basically.
Yep.
There we go. A lot more shots going up. Red still has a massive lead. Captain Slow trying to trap Cheese in the hangar just a second ago, but that was unsuccessful.
Gabriel and Gabriel and Captain Slow getting some shots up.
Yep, and we've got only about 45 seconds left. There's not a lot of time for blue to get back in this match, and they're down by 25 points right now-ish. About 25. Seems like at some point here, red scored a low goal because they now have an
Odd number of points.
number of points, exactly 105 to 84. And it's now in
Nicholas
the
L
endgame
getting a
period.
little push on Gabriel to
Ooh, maybe trying to keep Gabriel out of the climb zone. But now Gabriel goes for some defense on Captain Slow. These robots are going to have to move to climb. Do remember Nicholas L in that mini drone cannot climb to traverse, unlike all the rest of the robots out here on this field. Here go all of the robots. It looks like a bit late, and that's going to be
Slow
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Captain Slow ended up getting a high. That traversal is just a little too late.
yeah, it's unfortunate. The match ended up actually pretty close at the end, or closer, I should say. So we can head over to the results from this match. Match number 3.
It'll be 119 red to 100 from blue. Blue gets over 100 points. Good to see that. Gabriel and Cheese will go undefeated through this first little series.
Yep.
You
The
see
difference
that red
here,
had quite a bit more cargo.
exactly.
One of which was most likely a low goal due to being an odd number.
Yep. Yeah, the difference here was really that teleop score, 87. I gotta remind them to not reset the field.
It's a tie.
How do you see how many cargo was shot? So in this breakdown, you can't see how many cargo was shot by each robot or by each alliance, but you can see how many cargo made it into the hub. So that's what we're giving our breakdown off of. As now the field's been reset, there's not much point looking at the match results, so let's just head back down to the field as the robots are going to start to load up again. Nope.
Yeah, it'll be interesting seeing now, having Cheese and Gabriel on opposite alliances, seeing if that has any sort of difference in this upcoming match. Have to see if any of them will go undefeated.
For sure. As now the alliances are going to get switched up a bit here. Cheese is going to switch to the blue alliance to be with Nicholas L. And Captain Slow is going to switch to the red alliance to be with Gabriel. And let me give the prediction results. That last match did go to the red alliance. And then new prediction. I'm going to give it a minute. So there you go. And yeah, they reset because they lose a lot of frames if they don't. I'm aware of that. However, we often attempt to break down what happened in the match, and if we can't see the breakdown, it's hard to give commentary. So I try to make it a standard to not reset the field, at least until after we're done talking about it. Yeah, I'm going to give it another 25 seconds to get these predictions in. Vote with your channel points, and then we're going to get this match started. First match of Nicholas L and Cheese against Captain Sloan Gabriel. It's going to be interesting with these robots switching up, or I should say these players switching up. Nicholas L back on the Bulldogs. It'll be interesting. So there we go. Looks like the Blue Alliance here, Nicholas L and Cheese, heavily favored by those in chat. We'll have to see if you guys are right. Let's get this going.
Nicholas L switching back to the Bulldogs robot. We'll have to
3,
see
2,
if that
1.
might possibly be his better robot. Off we
Here
go
we
into
go.
Thomas. Nicholas
Shots
L
going
putting
up.
2, Cheese putting up 2,
Ooh, lots of
Captain
shots
Slow
from
with
the
3,
red.
Gabriel with 2. One of the red balls did bounce out.
They did shoot up more,
Nicholas
though,
L.
so it's even coming out of auto. Oh, Blue's going to take a slight
Blue had
lead.
a slight lead there.
Big lead.
Nicholas L shooting one of the opponent's cargo out. He has to be careful he doesn't do that too much.
So there goes a cycle from Gabriel
Nicholas
and
L playing some defense on Gabriel as well. Now going to intake some balls.
yeah. Oh, a couple misses there from Cheese on the blue side of the hub.
That might give
That's
Red a
unfortunate.
chance to catch back up a bit.
Oh, a couple bounce outs from Gabriel as well is going to ensure that Cheese can pull ahead with the next cycle. Minute 30 left. It's 54 to 40. The Blue Alliance is solidly in the lead right now, and let's see if they can hold on to that. As Nicholas L
Yeah,
looks
10-point lead right now to the Blue Alliance. Anything can happen within this last minute or so.
Yep. Nicholas L shooting one of the Red Alliance balls out of the field, and then moving to collect a couple blue balls as there goes Gabriel with a few shots,
Yeah,
joined
Nicholas L has
by
to be careful
Cheese.
though, because that I believe is his third ball he shot out through this match.
Yep. Just got to make sure that he doesn't shoot out a few more of those, or else penalties will start coming in. And those penalties can absolutely swing a match here, as Red has really made it very close here, 74 to 80. As Gabriel is really
Yeah,
starting
Red
scoring a
doesn't
lot
want.
of
Red's
points.
not going down without a fight. That is for sure.
Absolutely. As we're almost within the endgame period, the last 30 seconds, as Nicholas
That's
L
number
shoots
4.
another cargo out of the field, before going back to shooting on that center hub. Oh, and that looks like it's going to be a free traversal awarded from Cheese to Captain Slow. And
That
that's a
might be all it needs
massive
to
development
swing
here.
this match to Red Alliance.
As here goes Gabriel going up as well, and looks to have that traversal nearly secured. A bit stuck on the high
Nicholas
bar
L
right now.
almost up.
There you go. As the Blue Alliance starts to go up, but that is
Nope.
not enough here.
It looks like Red Alliance gets what seemed to be an upset in this match.
Wow.
A lot of people thought Cheese and Nicholas were actually going to take it, but Red Alliance, that automatic traversal can really change things up in a match.
Absolutely. As let's take a look here at the results.
Yeah, so it'll be a 138 for the Red Alliance to the 115 Blue. Blue had a slight lead coming out of auto, but Teleop Red Alliance actually was able to get more than Blue Alliance and a couple of penalties for our Alliance.
And that is this is tragic for Soluble Apollo in the chat. Put 1,000 power cells on blue.
He
And
is no broke.
yup, that is unfortunate. It is
Sadly,
for
those
the Red
channel points are
Alliance.
not tax deductible either.
Nope. Even though it was a very generous donation, charitable donation to those in the chat less fortunate.
Right now, looking at Gabriel, he's currently undefeated in the division matches so far. We'll have to see if he can keep that up.
Yeah, as they reset the field. Let's head back down to the field. As we're going to see the same 4 bots for another 2 matches. And make sure to get your predictions in. I might end up having to close it early just to get this match underway because we did start a little bit later than I wanted to.
It
So
does, in fact, look like Nicholas L just likes to keep switching his robots every match.
yep, on
He's
the
now
FRC
switched back to
shooter,
the FRC. Yeah,
same thing he did last series as
last
well.
series. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Interesting. I guess Nicholas L showing off his versatility here.
I was gonna
I
say,
guess
you
you
have
could
to
say.
wonder why he's necessarily doing that.
Yeah, because this isn't a standard event. It's not like somebody's going to be picking you for playoffs this week. This is SRC Ladder. So,
That is correct.
all right, I'm gonna close the predictions here so that we can get this match underway. But a lot of power cells. Right now, blue looks to be favored.
Once again, too.
So here we go. I'm just gonna end submissions. And we're going
Blue
to get
did
this
seem
match
to be the
started.
favorite heading into the last match, but
That
Red
is true.
Alliance were able to take it. So we'll have to see if something like that happens again.
All right. Here.
3, 2, 1.
Match number 5, Auto, has begun.
Blue
Blue
putting up
Alliance
their
lining up.
shots first.
All four go in.
Oh, two bounce
Quite
outs
a
for
few
Captain
bounce outs
Slow.
for Red Alliance, though.
That's unfortunate. And another bounce out for Gabriel. That's going to put Blue up
Yeah,
big out
looks
of
like
auto.
Blue Alliance will have a solid lead coming out of Autonomous.
Right now, having double the Red Alliance's points. Evenly split between Cheese and Nicholas L, 16 apiece. As here we go, Nicholas L and Captain Slow look to be stuck together on the blue hangar side of the field, and Nicholas L is going to get a zone foul off of that. It looks like Captain Slow just disconnected.
Well, hopefully he's able to reconnect back to the server, or
That
else.
is unfortunate for the Red Alliance. Tough break there for Gabriel, who's now going to have to get these points all on his own, I guess. So Blue's got a big lead right now, 71 to 38. And Gabriel is attempting to get red back in this match, but Blue is just putting up a lot of points right now. Man, it is this match is not even close right now. We'll have to.
Yeah, you have to wonder if Captain Slow possibly had either some sort of internet issues, or if there's something else that happened.
That's possible, and that'll certainly be investigated after this match. Uh, but either way, Blue is putting up a lot of points right now. They got a lot of points in auto, and they're
Yeah,
just
it seems to just be almost like a warm-up match for them, it looks like.
yeah. But Gabriel certainly putting up a lot of points.
Yeah,
52. It's almost as
yeah,
many as
Gabriel
Nicholas
doesn't
L for
want
the
to go
Blue
down
is.
without a fight, and that's good on him.
As Blue is already going to the climb zone with 15 seconds left, they're going to try to make their way all the way up.
I have to see, might be able to get a double traversal here.
Yep, there's one. Here goes Cheese, maybe? Oh,
No, he'll
nope.
be on the. Oh,
Yep. So there you have it. Let's see, our ref here, Brennan, might be taking a look at this last match. But
and it looks like Nicholas L is leaving the match to go switch his robot once again.
yep. We'll have the results up on the board for you in just 1 second. Alrighty, I'm gonna assume
Looks like
that.
our head ref is going out to investigate what possibly could have happened there.
Yep. Well, I mean, for me it looked. I mean, it looked pretty clear from here, but there's a lot of things that could have caused that. could be a server issue. It could be a laptop or internet issue. There's a lot of possibilities, so it's definitely something worth investigating. I see Brennan has come back. Can we confirm the score of this match? Yeah. All right. So we can confirm the score of this match, as we'll be seeing. That is incredibly poor
139
timing.
to 70.
Yeah,
It would be
see,
70 to
139 to 70.
139. Blue Alliance 6 the win.
Yep.
So that does mean we no longer have an undefeated team.
Yeah. Cheese and Gabriel, who are both 4-1, now have lost at least one match each. Or I should say one match each, rather, because they have, out of this past series, they've each won one match. I'll be distributing power cells from the predictions. Choose outcome blue. There you go. And starting the next prediction. Make sure to get your predictions in for this next match. As we will need to probably move quickly through these last half the matches.
And if you are new to any sort of robotics tournaments or matches, tournaments like this like to get behind very quickly. So
Here we go. Why are we not looking at the field? Let's look at the field. All right. Right now, predictions. Lots of power cells in there. 7,000 power cells being put in by Taylu. And that's going to favor blue by 88% to 12%. As I'm going to end the predictions in about 20 seconds here. So make sure to get those in before this next match starts. All right, so each one of these alliances has won one match so far in the series. How do you think this one is going to go, Pingu?
I feel like as long as Red Alliance doesn't lose robot throughout the match, I feel like it could go either way. We did see in the first match Red Alliance were able to come back throughout teleop. So we'll have to see if something like that could happen again.
Absolutely. All right. Looks like we're ready to get this one underway. So here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Teleop or autonomous period, I should say, is now underway. Nicholas L. with the mini drone robot has a habit of switching robot through matches. We'll have to see if that has an effect again in this match.
Yeah, a lot of interesting strategies that we've seen in the past coming out of Nicholas L.
Well, it's pretty even coming out of autonomous there.
Yeah, Cheese putting up 22, 24 points already, 26 points already. It's very impressive. We're just getting through our first and second cycles right now. It looks like Red already has a low goal. So, if the
You'll
match
love to see
swings
it.
by 1 point, we'll know what to
We
blame,
know
I
why.
guess. There's more shots going up all around.
Cheese lining up for a 3-ball. Gets them all in. Nicholas following with 2 more.
Ooh, looks like a couple of bounce outs possibly from Gabriel just a second ago on the Red Alliance, and that's going to keep blue up by quite a significant amount. 60,
That's right.
68 to 47.
Minute 15 remaining in the match. bunch of cargo going flying into that upper hub.
Hmm.
Cheese and Captain Slow both shooting some up. Gabriel as well.
Good shooting all around right now. Nice accurate shots. No bounce outs at the moment. But Blue's just got a massive lead as we're in 50 seconds left.
Yeah, around about a 20-point lead so far for Blue Lions right now, going with 40 seconds left in the match.
Nicholas L trying to find those blue cargo inside the hangar and go to shoot him in the upper hub. A couple accurate
As we did
shots.
see in match number 3, though, anything could happen within this last 30 seconds.
Absolutely true. The end game is all up in the air right now, especially given that Red has a larger end game potential since Nicholas L.
Yeah, we see Cheese climbing right now, though, onto that traversal bar.
Yeah, nice fast
Nicholas
traversal
L
from
only
Cheese.
being a mid-climber, but is trying to bully Captain Slow around there.
That looks like it was pretty effective. Oh, Captain Slow knocking Gabriel off the bar as well. That is going to mean that Red is only going to have one decline. That is very unfortunate for Red.
Yeah, it looks like Nicholas L was able to get that last second mid climb as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, final
So,
score of Red Alliance 133 to Blue Alliance 139.
Yep. Definitely keep talking about that match and preview the next one. So I'll be looking back to field in just a second.
Yeah, so next match, we will be switching up alliances once again. It will be Gabriel and Nicholas L on the Red Alliance going against Cheese and Captain Slow on the Blue. Right now, Cheese is in the lead with 5 wins, 1 loss. Not too far, Gabriel with 4 wins, 2 losses. We'll have to see if any of those points can change within this next match. As we've seen from the last series, it could go either way.
Yep. As it now looks like, I'll give out channel points. Blue winning that 7,000 power cells from Taylor. Yeah, sorry about the typing noises. I apologize for loud typing noises. I have a loud keyboard. Um,
Typing noises.
Yes, typing noises. Types aggressively.
That is fair enough.
We're gonna head down to the field. Nicholas L. What bot do you? There's Nicholas L. In the Bulldogs.
I'm gonna predict a bulldog will be
Yep.
coming out from Nicholas L.
As
Oh
you
wait,
can
he's
see it
already
on
out. Never
the
mind.
field right now.
I didn't realize he was out.
We're gonna get the
So
final
right now
alliance
we are
switch.
waiting. Yep, we are waiting on Gabriel right
Yep.
now.
There's Gabriel. Got Cheese and Captain Slow on the blue. We're switching up the alliances a little bit. We're gonna have a short prediction timer so you can get this next match underway. We are running a tiny bit behind, but we can move quickly through this and not be too late on the next match.
Thank you, X_Dragon_X for following.
Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Awesome. 3K on blue, big bet on blue, 8,000, a total of 11,000 power cells being bet on blue compared to 10 power cells being bet on red.
Yeah, Cheese does seem to be a favorite in these competitions so far. We saw him last week almost go undefeated in Division 10.
Awesome.
So it's interesting seeing how he'll be doing here.
Oh, looks like we got some Gabriel fans in the chat.
Does indeed look like that.
Get hyped, y'all. Man, I
And
feel
I
like
think
Get Hyped Y'all is about to be clipped. That's
it
fantastic.
probably will be, knowing how chatters are. And
Knowing
I
this
think we
chat.
are ready to. I think we are ready to start the match, though.
What we are ready for, updating the match number, and then starting this match. All right, here we go.
Captain Slow and Cheese on blue lines against
3, 2,
Nicholas L
1.
and Cheese. Or no, Nicholas
All right.
L. Wait, I just said
Nicholas
the
L and
names wrong.
Gabriel.
UC is competing.
Cheese is now on both alliances. Breaking news.
Cheese is so good, he's competing for everyone.
All right, lots of shots going up early, and it looks like it's going to be close. 2 points out of auto separate them, but Blue getting a really fast first cycle there. That's going to put him ahead. Cheese
Nicholas
and
L
Captain Slow.
getting some good defense down there.
Yep.
Has to
Gabriel
be
off to a
careful
little
in
bit of a
that.
slow start, but
Got to be
going into
careful in
cycle
that
10.
area down there. He's getting pinned against there. He's got to be careful in trying to not cause any fouls.
Absolutely, those hanger zones are so dangerous, especially for the larger robot bulldogs. Going for those protected zone shots now, Nicholas L. A couple of accurate shots going in, and a bunch of shots coming in
Bunch
from
of
all
shots
over.
going up for both alliances. Gabriel getting stuck on Captain Slow. Luckily was able to evade getting that technical.
Yep. One bounce out from Gabriel there, but one of those shots was accurate. It looks like a pretty big lead for the Blue, but as I say that, they get a possession foul and one bounce out. Still up by a lot though, because there's a couple misses
Nicholas
from the
L
Red
getting a
Alliance.
couple Red Alliance balls up in there.
Yep, Red is starting to close the gap a little bit, but they don't have a lot of time to do it. They're under a minute.
Gabriel Nicholas L do get a couple nice shots on the high goal.
Yep, so defense being played by Nicholas L now on Captain Slow down on the near side of the field. As there goes 3 shots up from Cheese, and they are accurate, joined by 2 from his teammate.
Coming into the final 30 seconds of the end game. 104 to Blue Alliance have a pretty solid lead right now, but that could go any way.
Yeah, Blue Alliance, I think, just needs to get some good, solid climbs off, and they're
Cheese in a little bit
fairly
of a
secured
dangerous
this match.
area, especially for endgame.
Yeah, that was almost extremely bad for that Blue Alliance, as Cheese also missing the bar on the first attempt. Going to be climbing very late, as both alliances are going up for those higher bars, as Cheese gets a last second traversal. Very, very quick climb.
Yeah, from what I've seen from Cheese, he has a pretty fast climb compared to some
Absolutely.
of these other robots out here.
Yeah, playing very well all around there. 91 points for Cheese, but playing very risky down at the end game. As let's take a look at these match results. And there you have it. 108 to 145. Blue taking home a very commanding victory there.
Yeah, Blue Alliance having almost 20 more cargo scored in the match than Red Alliance. Definitely a key thing that you gotta look out for is those numbers of cargo getting shot up.
Yeah, big differences there. As we're going to see these alliances, same alliances down here on the field again.
Yeah. Right now, Cheese is currently ranked number 1 with 6 wins, 1 loss. Gabriel with 4 wins, 3 losses. Gabriel will have to win these next 2 matches to have a chance at being able to rank up.
Yeah. And then down at the bottom of the division, you have Nicholas L and Captain Slow both tied at 2 and 5. So that's gonna be an interesting fight here in these last 2 matches, as they're going to be against each other.
Yeah, right now we have 11,000 power cells to blue.
Wow, that's a lot. That's relatively consistent with what we've been seeing. I feel like Telu9 is just voting all of their power cells every single time on blue, or at least has been for the past few matches.
It
Seems to
really
be
does
working
seem
out
like
so
it.
far, though.
Yeah.
So
Well, time to donate my 500 power cells to Red.
Yes, power cell donation time.
There we go. 510 power cells to Red Alliance.
Plot twist: you have 50,000 power cells. I'd like to. Hey, if you have 50,000
gosh.
power cells, prove it. Put them all on blue.
Do it.
Yeah, you wish. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You don't have 50,000. I don't think anyone has 50,000 power cells at this point. Yeah, Brennan's probably the closest, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Predictions look very much to be in Blue's favor. 95% of the power cells being put towards Blue, and we're ready to get match number 8 started.
Yeah, this match means a lot to Gabriel right now. Is they need to win it to be able to even be in contention for the #1 rank right now.
Absolutely. Let's get it started.
3,
Server. There we go.
2, 1.
So here we go, match number 8, off into Autonomous. You see Nicholas L switching his robot for the 8th time today, actually, because he's changed it in all the matches.
Yep.
Blue Alliance has a slight lead heading out of Autonomous.
All right. Blue looks to be up to their same strategy again of just getting a lead in auto and holding on to it. Cheese getting some fast cycles there. Now one ball from the near side as Nicholas L going for a couple in his FRC shooter. As Gabriel just buries a couple cargo right in the middle of the hub.
Cheese does get a possession foul, though.
Interesting, because I only saw Cheese put up 2 shots after that possession foul.
Cheese also did end up shooting a red one to the left a little bit. So.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, Cheese looked like they accidentally intook a extra ball of the opposite alliance's color and
Yeah.
just held on to it for a bit too long.
Yep, and those also count for possession fouls. You need to remember all cargo counts for those fouls equally. Red is really making their way back into this match with some good defense and some really fast shooting. There goes a couple
Red
from
Alliance seems to
Gabriel,
be holding
one
up
from
though in
Nicholas.
this match.
Yeah, it is now almost tied up. This is very likely going to be our closest match of the series. We'll have to see how it comes out with 45 seconds left to go on the clock. Maybe a couple misses there just a second ago from Nicholas L. And one miss from Cheese, but there goes a lot of power cells up into that center hub from Blue. They're going to be up by 10
They're
points
actually
as we
called
get into the end
cargo,
game.
but not power cells, but same
Oh,
thing.
there's their cargo. Yes, power cells are what you predict with, and cargo is what you shoot into the upper hub.
Power cells were actually from 2020.
That is true.
Believe it or not.
I'm still living in 2020 sometimes, going to be honest.
That is fair enough.
In my mind.
Coming down to the final 10 seconds, Blue Alliance with just a slight lead coming down to all the
late climbs, though. That's dangerous. Oh, but a lot of miscommunication there in the Red Alliance hangar leads to tragedy. Looks like Gabriel might be up on the high bar, but Nicholas L with no climb.
Yeah.
That
Looks
is
like Blue
really
Alliance
unfortunate.
will take it with 143 to 116.
Yep.
And that does mean your #1 ranked team for this division will be Cheese.
Ah, yes, the team of cheese.
Exactly. And depending on how this last match goes, either Captain Slow or Nicholas L. Nicholas L has more total points, so with a win, Nicholas L could overtake Captain Slow at the bottom position. Make sure to also get your predictions in.
Yep, last prediction
we
in
now
this
have
division.
that going.
We still have 2 more divisions to do tonight, but if you want to put your predictions on Cheese, Gabriel, Nicholas L, or Captain Slow, get them in right now. Y'all know what to do.
I'm just betting all my power cells on Red Alliance. If I lose them all, so be it.
All right. Making it interesting. Telu, like usual, 8,700 power cells on blue. Love to see it. Oh, should back down to the field here.
I also gotta wonder, will Nicholas L have the mini drone? And it looks like Nicholas L does.
Fantastic. Playing every single robot that is currently in the sim, 3 times each.
One in each series.
Exactly. That's
You know what? Sometimes I just wonder if Nicholas L is just here for the memes. The first
see.
week he was playing
It's
Tank Drive, and now he's played every robot at least once in each series.
it's the Nicholas L innovation. He's just
It
coming
really
up with these
is.
new strategies, and we just haven't played enough sim to understand them yet. He's
Exactly.
he's just ahead of
He's
his
trying.
time in the meta.
He's just trying to confuse the opponents.
Exactly, playing mental games with the
They never know which
opposing
robot he'll
lines.
come out with. But one match he might be going defense with Bulldogs, and the next match he'll be powering them in with FRC shooter. You just never know.
Exactly. You never know what to expect. As
Looks like predictions are
end,
all in.
55% to 45%. GK Boss 2003, 8.5 thousand power cells on red, followed by I messed up. Well, it's too late now. Here we go.
Wait, who messed up?
3,
Oh,
2,
GK Boss.
1.
No.
Colin. Good job, Colin.
GK Boss says, if I lose, I am running an ad as we
Fun.
go into
I
autonomous.
need to figure out how to run it.
I know how to run ads, but I can't
Actually,
really do
he'll
much.
probably do it. I think he,
Yeah, it's pretty easy. As we autonomous finishes, Blue Alliance slight lead right now. Nicholas L and taking some more balls with the little mini drone. One of the main problems with mini drone is that you can only intake the 2 balls.
that is
That
true.
can hurt cycles sometimes, but honestly, it does also prevent some penalties from happening.
Absolutely.
As now Captain Slow and Nicholas L are kind of conjoined for a minute, but have gone off each other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like mini drone personally just because the intake is so narrow. It's like the width of one cargo. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm much more
Yeah,
used
it's
to
hard
the
to line up
big
with the.
FRC shooter intake, but you know, a lot of people can play mini drone very well.
That's correct.
Got a lot of red believers in chat. Um, Fantastic. We'll have to see if that works out for the red believers who are currently down by 18 points with the last minute of this match going. Um, Blue putting up a bunch of accurate shots, followed by a few from the Red Alliance, one bounce out. The hub almost
Going in for
jammed there. That probably would have caused the match to reset and would have been exactly what Red was hoping for, but that doesn't happen. Um, yes, ref casually betting. Totally not a conflict of interest. Don't worry about it. This Blues up by 30 points. It's just a massive lead for Blue. All they need to do is not throw climbs, and they should be fine. As here we go. We got Cheese going up. We got Gabriel going up on the red, reaching up for that traverse. Cheese reaching up and getting that traversal. It looks like Gabriel fell on the Red Alliance, and that's going to do it. Big win for Blue. Brennan, there was a 70-point foul? Seems right. You're the ref. 70-point foul in chat. Makes sense.
And with those penalties, it looks like it's a tie match. No, actually, it's not.
Oh, dang.
Victory to the Blue Alliance, 143 to 98.
Yep. There you go.
Huge congrats to our number one ranked player of cheese, 587, who will be moving up to Division 8 next week here on XRC.
Yep. Indeed. And anyone who voted for blue in chat is walking away with a lot more power cells because of it.
And I now have 12 power cells to my name.
And ad time.